see that? On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it.
From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the New England Patriots. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway. This is taken at his 4. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. And the ball situated at the 9. Second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 9-yard line.
Yes! Bravo!
Michel going to try again. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
60 out long. Go!
Third and goal.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. 45's the mic. 45's the mic. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
He'll look to throw on third and goal. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This is taken at his 4, and he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Let's go!
At their own 26-yard line.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Bullet good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5.
The Bears take
Let's go.
over
Let's do it.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. Open man is Trey Burton. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
1st down, Chicago.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
54. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe, defense.
On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen with touchdown number 12 on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
to throw on second down. Boyle. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. A big-time run there by Sony Michel. And even 50 yards on the ground. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
They'll run it here. This is James White. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Got it. Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
4 yards on the pickup.
Go.
Going right side is White. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Down. 60 Orr.
And what's that? And what's the ball?
Recon. 132 fighter. Let's go.
They'll run for it. This is White. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Michel on an island by himself in the backfield, 2nd and goal.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey!
He's going to get it running right, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
58, Mike. There's a part in there.
From the gun on 3rd down. Boyle toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now. Win the game.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. You bust off me. You better be afraid of me. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Open man is Miller. He's got it. A gain of 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career, and Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. But it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead now stands at 13. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Go. We got motion. Back up.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Jackson. And Robinson with a big catch. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Wilson throwing on 3rd and long. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready, 18, Gator.
All day, dog. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Ready.
Back to throw. Boyle under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The Patriots send out their punter. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will be taken at the 13. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bears take over. Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But it's also...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off here, the 32. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy?
Hey, Haywood.
Here we go. 58's the money.
No.
58's the money. Blue Dan, Blue Dan.
5.
On 3rd down, Boyle. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one.
We play to win.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Ready.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Again, it's Michel. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Brings up third and 7.
To throw on third down. Boyle looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. N'Keal Harry with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for two. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go.
54.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. It's caught inside the 25. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Take 4. Go. Good. Take it. Right there.
From the gun, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyle Van Noy in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They built up that lead at intermission. And they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now. And all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays. And right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Boyle. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Dwayne Smoot able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Boyle got a man open. That's Harry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. N'Keal Harry with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is brought in at the 21. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
1st down.
Ready. Mike's 5-4. Tighten up. 6-6. Kill.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And he completes it to Cohen. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
27-yard line.
Watch twist.
Get around. West. Go. That's it. Check that. 43.
Shift. Watch the shift.
Now Jackson. This one into the hands of Burton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
First down, Bears.
Penny, a first down carry. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Yards on the pickup brings up second and 2 at the 48-yard line.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54.
Throwing on third and long. Jackson. Robinson's got it. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now Rashad Penny. Room here to run. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Lucky. Echo. Check 25.
Hey, turn it up.
Now Jackson on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
We got this.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up with him.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. All day.
Shift.
61. Next ball. Right. Check 24. Plus 5.
Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Watch the run.
Check 13. Hey, check.
Here's Jackson throwing on third and long. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep. He's got him in. Complete. The 30. The 20. 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A huge play there for Chicago. 42 yards.
First down, Chicago.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
On first down, it's Montgomery. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Cohen, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And